Hi guys, Steve here, and I'm here today to take you through the Lost Trak 16 hybrid tourer. Now you're in for a treat today if you've got a family. This is our family model, and if you want a good camper to go camping around Australia, honestly, this takes some beating. It's a fabulous model. Comes with a great power system. It's got a full internal queen bed. It's got twin or triple bunks, internal kitchen, external kitchen. Heaps and heaps of features that will keep you comfortable while you're off the grid. Easy to tow, lightweight. What more could you ask for? Without further ado, let's take you through and show you the features and show you what makes Rhinomax stand out from the crowd. People often ask us what makes Rhinomax so popular, but I can tell you now, it's the quickness and easiness of the setup, and you just need to ask our customers if you don't believe me. That all starts with something like as simple as this awning. This is a Thule awning made in Sweden. Very, very good quality. But the easiness of it setting up is unbelievable. You put a winding bar in here and wind, and within less than a minute, 2.5 meters out there, you've got an awning. 4.5 by 2.5 meters, the size of it, just gives you a huge expansive cover here. Now, that then covers your whole kitchen, but it also leaves lots and lots of room for a table, a chairs, a place for the kids to play. You know, you've got no shortage of space under there to keep you sheltered in shade or inclement weather. We also do options of awning walls, complete annexes. So if you want to set up a base camp, let's say you're away somewhere, you're spending 2 weeks opposite the river, you know what? Put your base camp up, make it comfortable. The kids can sleep in it at night. It's just a great way to spend a couple of weeks away from the crowd. Now, what I'm going to show you now is a standout feature for Rhinomax. You'll notice how the awning comes across and covers the complete kitchen. It overhangs here. Now, one of the reasons we're able to do that is the technology that we have. When we make these panels, there's infrastructure, strengthening infrastructure behind the panel, which we use, which allows us to overhang. Now, within our industry, most panels are pre-bought in from various sources, whether they're imported from China, Indonesia, France, Turkey, doesn't really matter where, but there's no real support behind the actual panel. But because we make our panels in-house, we can put the infrastructure in, which allows us to be able to do things like this. So once again, another great standout feature from Rhinomax, and it's another thing that makes Rhinomax stand out from the crowd. It's quite often said to me that one of the best features of a Rhinomax camper is the actual kitchen, and I find that really hard to disagree with. It is really just a great kitchen. It's simple, easy to use, effective, and you won't see anything else like it because it's built in-house and designed by us at Rhinomax. So let me show you how easy it is to use. Undo the 3 catches there, drop the hatch. Straight away by dropping the hatch, we're stopping any wind coming through from underneath. Slide the kitchen out. Unlike a lot of campers, there's no bars or anything that we have to put up to rest shelves on or anything like that. The lid just comes over, the wings come out. That's it. I've got a great preparation bench there now. Inside here, lift up lid. We've got a great 3-burner stove with sunken burners, so you've not got any chance of the wind blowing them out. Drop that down. Above there, 2 great storage drawers. As you can see, we've got them packed full of stuff in here. They also stay behind the insulated panels, so if, say for instance, you've got vegetables and your fridge is full and you want to keep them cool, stick them in there, slide them back, that stays quite cool. You've got another area here, massive storage drawer here, you know, cutlery enough for the whole family. Inside here, drop down lid, underneath the sink, great for washing up liquids, dishcloths, whatever you want to put in there. Now again, good designing means we put a shallow sink in here. What that means is shallow sinks mean you use less water, you don't tend to fill them up so much. One of the compromises with the shallow sink is if you want to fill a kettle or a water bottle, they're a pain to get in to fill. So another good design, we use a tap, it flips over. Now I can put my kettle, my water bottle under here, and now I can fill anything up. I can also use this tap if I've been on the beach, I want to wash my legs, I want to wash my hands. Great for that. Simple, easy, effective. Inside this hatch, I drop that down to reveal a huge pantry slide with 85 litre fridge, dual zone fridge freezer. Now, this can be all fridge, all freezer, one compartment. I can control it by your phone. USB points on here so you can charge your phone. Multiple 240 power points. In the back of this unit here, because we also know, or our wives do, that there's never anywhere to put deep pans and things like that. So we created an area in here where, if I just undo this top drawer, this is a utensil drawer at the top, cleverly slides back, and then inside here we've got an area which is quite deep for your pots, pans, that kind of stuff, you know. So all of that gives you quite a comprehensive kitchen. Okay, I want to show you the front end layout now, the front box and the drawbar. So we'll go through the front box first. So the front box here, this is made of aluminium, very, very lightweight. You can't really do a lot of damage to this. Stones don't affect it or anything else. We've got like a rubberized Rhino coating on here. So stones tend to bounce off of that. If you did get a stone chip on it, it would easily, you know, touch in. But you can get things like Stone Stomper and everything else, which goes to add another level of protection onto that if you so wish. Now, functionality wise, this main part of the box is a complete tunnel boot, through boot. So it's got a door on either side and you can use that for a number of uses. I'm going to show you one of the uses here. So the doors are quite big and accessible. They open right round, as you can see here. And then I've got total access into the box there. Quite big access there as well. Now this particular van here also has a barbecue slide in it. So you can put a Weber barbecue or whatever in here. And there is, on this setup here, we've got a extra gas bayonet at the front. Plug the gas bayonet in there and then you've enhanced your kitchen. So not only have you got your stove, but you've got your Weber barbecue if you like a bit of barbecue in there as well. That all can go back in. I'll close that door up. That's all housed away from your main area as well, so your cooking and everything else is out there. Now, if we step round here, inside here, there's a storage compartment where down in here you can store your anti-flap kit bars for the awning, you can store fishing rods, temp poles, you know, anything like that, the long items, they go in there. We utilize this area as a storage area because normally that would just be wasted, because the shape of this is to deflect stones onto the ground rather than through the rear windows of your actual car. So we thought, you know what, one of our policies is to utilize as much space as we can, so we created a storage area in there for you. You've now also got double jerry cans either side at the front, and then a lockable storage box for your gas there. You only need 2 4-kilo gas bottles in there. You don't need big 9 kilos because everything about the camper's energy efficient, so you won't need the big bottles. This is all about lightweight. You want to travel light. That's what the name of the game is with a hybrid camper. So that there is your front box. So what we'll do now is we'll take a look at the actual, you know, the tow inside and the drawbar. So you'll also notice that because the front end's back here, there's a great turning circle. You know, you get a huge turning circle here. It doesn't affect your actual back of your car. If you've got a tray back ute, it's great as well, because you can get a decent turning circle on that. Now in the drawbar, we've got the DO35 360 degree hitch. Now you'll notice that it's sunken lower than the actual drawbar. What that allows us to do is, so if you've got I've got the cruiser on today, so I can actually drop the tailgate down. So if you have a Prado, you can open the Prado doors. If you've got a cruiser, you can drop the tailgate. If you've got a ute, you can drop the tailgate. So it gives you access to your tow vehicle, even though you're not actually unhitched. Again, just another good feature. We've got Anderson plug there, so if you've got Anderson connected to your car, so your car will actually charge the camper as it's going. You've got your trailer plug set up in there, your brake controllers are in there, and this one's also got the remote connection point for the external solar panels in there as well. So on the power system, we can connect an extra blanket in there or solar panels and you know, give you extra capacity into the actual camper. So again, front end of the camper, great turning circle, good storage front box there, very, very lightweight and easily accessible compartments on it. Oh, and let's not forget this, cargo basket on the top, great for carrying dirty tarps, wood, anything like that. There are also availability of bicycle racks and all sorts of other stuff that we can put on there as well. Lots and lots of options. Okay, let's now have a look at the external storage on the Lost Trak. And I think you'll agree when you see it, there's quite a bit in here. So first of all, in the front box, as I said before, that is completely right through. So even if you did have a barbecue in the front there, you've still got over half a box full of storage in here. So we've got our diesel tank for the hot water systems housed in there as well, separate away from the living areas. Now, in this hatch here, the other side of that is your kitchen pantry slide that goes out the front, but you've got a large area in here, you know, so this is great for various different things. And then under here, another great area for camp chairs, tables. I mean, look at this, it's absolutely huge, this area. So as you can see, 3 decent sized storage areas on the driver's side of the camper, and that's not to mention all the storage that we'll show you inside later. So quite a bit of capacity there to carry all your goodies. Okay, I'm just going to run you through the utilities on this side of the camper now as well. So starting with the water, we've got a water pressure reducer here. So what that's for is if you're connecting it to town water, you would connect through here. So from a caravan park or from an outside tap, that reduces the pressure no matter what it is outside, it reduces it to a safe level for the camper and all the plumbing within there. If you have access to a stream or, you know, jerry can bucket, something like that, we can connect the hose in here, put it in a bucket or a stream or whatever. That would then draw the water in. It bypasses your water tanks, your internal tanks, and goes straight through to your hot water system or your sinks, thereby not, you know, reducing the chance of contamination within your tanks, but it does give you an external extra source of actually water if you're running low. So that's a great little feature there. You've got twin water tanks on here. We've got one at the inside here at the front of the axles and one behind. Now, if we want to have extra tanks, so say for instance we've got someone who says, oh look, I need more water. Currently the spare wheel is housed underneath the front of here, and that's accessed either lowered or heightened by a winch system at the front, so very, very easy to get up and down. If you want to put a water tank, an extra water tank on, we can put another water tank here, move the spare wheel to the back. So when it comes to weight distribution, what we've actually done is we've distributed the extra weight from the wheel at the back and compensated with the tank at the front, hence keeping the weights reasonably level within the camper. So at Rhinomax, we're all about, you know, the distribution of the actual weights throughout the actual campers themselves. That's why we've got such a good name within the marketplace for the way the campers tow. Now, we've also got a 240 power inlet here, so you can connect into 240 power or a generator straight into there, and that will run your camper for you as well. And then this thing here, which again, you won't really see on any other caravans or anything that we know of, but this camper now comes with a Webasto diesel hot water service in it. Now, what we noticed was, because of the way the diesel hot water services work, there can be a little bit of residual heat builds up inside the actual camper. So this here You open that flap, this is a marine vent, and we've installed 2 fans in here, and what that does is it pulls the heat out. So in the summer, if you having to have hot water, you're not actually heating in the camper, this fan's helping keep the temperature ambient in there, and it pulls the heat out. Now, as far as I know, we're the only ones who do this, but we do feel it's important that, you know, the heat within the camper stays low in the summer, because that's what it's all about. That's why we've got insulated panels on the side of the camper. But another reason why people come to Rhinomax. Okay, at the rear of the camper, I just want to show you a couple of the things that we can do as well. So on this particular model here, the one that we've got out for show today, there's a security light on the top. That's great for shining down in there. We've got a reverse camera on there as well. And we've just designed max Trak holders for all of our campers. This one's got an external shower box at the back, the drop-down stabilizer legs, got the 4 lights at the back as well, so for good visibility at night time. You know, and as I say, pretty good looking camper at the back. Well, a pretty good looking camper from all angles actually. So this is it, rear of the Lost Trak. Now, keeping up with the tradition, I suppose you could say, of going against the industry trend of using pre-made parts, as it were, Rhinomax, we've made our own doors. We weren't happy with the pre-made doors that were available from industry suppliers because they don't really keep the dust out. The catches and hinges are not really great on them, so we ended up creating our own. So as you can see here, we've got a nice solid door. This is made in a submarine hatch style, and it's got like a series of locks top and bottom which lock it into place and stop the dust getting through. So I'll just undo the bottom lock here, the top lock here, and then we've got the center lock here. So now I can open this up to show you. So we've got a complete rubber seal on here, and the frame is all an aluminium frame. Now the door itself, this panel, is actually part of the insulated panels that we use on the frame. So now, rather than have a standard aluminium door, which then draws the heat, you don't. So if you're inside this camper on a hot day, and let's say you've got your air conditioning going, your aircon's working a lot less because this is also insulated alongside the actual panels as well. Whereas previously, on the previous doors, this would be aluminium. And as anybody knows, aluminium, if it's a hot day, it's going to radiate the actual heat. So again, that locks in. I can lock top and bottom. That is proof environment within there. We do not need positive pressure vents. We do not need fans inside to keep the pressure out. Rhinomax, you know what? That is 100% dust proof in there now. We don't need that stuff. Good engineering, well built. That's what we're about. We've also got a window in here. The window opens. We've got a fly screen in here. We've got a blind. We also do the options of internal fly screens on the internal doors. So you know what? You can have what you want, but take it from me. These doors, exceptional and not available anywhere else within the industry. We're inside the Lost Trak now, and as you can see, lots and lots of space. We've crammed quite a bit of stuff in here, but as I say, you know, there's plenty of space considering it's a family van. Up the front here, let's start with the front. We've got this huge luxurious bed area for mum and pop. So we've got a queen size bed area here, and at either side we've got these, you know, storage cabinets running up either side, so you can put a lot of knickknacks in there, plenty of storage space. We've got reading lights on gimbals at the top of the bed head there. In amongst, it has to be said, a multitude of cushions on the bed, which look quite nice. You know, quite good headroom at the top there, padded headboards, and then you've got 2 large windows at the front there as well, and a window in the skylight window in the roof there. Now the skylight window in the roof, it has a blind and a fly screen on it, as do the windows at the side, you know. So these come down as well, so you can have them open at night if you want to let the temperature in as well. We've got a 4-seat lounge area in here. And then we've got two large underbed storage drawers, you know, just under here. This is full of sort of handover stuff at the moment for this particular customer, but it holds quite a bit of stuff. Most people would put their clothing and stuff underneath there. We've got the heating vents outside underneath the seat there. This module here, this bracket here I should say, it's for an internal table. Now I've taken the table out while we do the video because it gets a bit cramped, but there is a full internal table. We've got cabinets above here, so you've also got storage cabinets up above, two on this side, two on that side. This particular camper that we've got here has the option of the air conditioning in it, and we can do various power systems to run that aircon right through from sort of 400 amps worth of lithium up to 800 amps, depending on what you actually require and how long you want to stay off grid. So we have a number of options for different power systems for the campers as well. So as you can see, quite a lot of room in here. Headroom is really good. I'm quite tall, I'm over 6 foot, and as you can see, lots and lots of room. So that's the front half of the actual camper. I think what we'll do is we'll get Campbell, the photographer, to come down to the back end, and then we'll show you the back half of the camper, which includes the bunks and the internal toilet and everything else. Okay, I'm going to show you the shower now, the ensuite cubicle. Now, I get quite excited about this. I know, sad, I know, but you know what? There's some great features in here. So, first of all, full height door here. Now, there is quite a lot of room in this shower cubicle. Bigger than a standard caravan cubicle. It's a combined toilet and shower cubicle, but as you can see from here, the toilet part gets shoved quite far back, so you've got a full-size cubicle at the front. Now, we use the Nature's Head composting toilet as standard in this one. You can have a cassette toilet if you so wish, but honestly, if you don't know much about composting toilets, get on internet, Google these Nature's Head composting toilets. Give us a call, ask our customers. They're raving about them. They're really, really good. You can get, 8-10 weeks easily without having to empty the solid part of that. They're really, really good. Don't take my word for it. Google it, research it. Now, one of the other things about the features of what we do here is the shower trays. Now, again, breaking with that standard tradition of buying caravan parts from the suppliers and using the standard plastic caravan trays, we actually make our own aluminium shower trays. It's not going to tarnish, it's not going to go yellow, it's not going to crack. They stay as good looking as that in 10 years time. They're good, they're robust, corrugations don't affect them, just solid. Now, inside the actual shower itself, we've got a set of cabinets at the back. I'll just open them up, so you can keep your knickknacks in there, you can keep your toilet rolls, you can keep your shampoos, whatever. Just two decent sized cabinets at the back. You've got, on the back there, you've got a place just for your shampoos and things like that on the back corner there. The shower itself, the holder, we've got two positions for it. So we've got one position in here, so if you want to sit down and have a shower, people do, you can have a holder back here. Want to have a proper shower? Just take that off, and you've got a different here. You can put it up here at different positions, so you get a complete shower up here. So that can go in either of those. Now, with this being a full height van, we also have an extractor fan in the top there. So when you're in there showering, that'll take any steam or anything completely out of the shower in there. It can also double up that, it has to be said. If it's very hot in here on a summer's day, you can work the fans in it if you so wish and get a bit of air either in or out the camper, because it works two ways. It'll pull air in or it'll pull air out. These doors, again, not a standard caravan door. We've had these made from a local supplier on the Sunshine Coast, and you know what, they're a really nice fitting door, solid, and we find them to be quite a bit more robust than, again, the standard caravan parts that we can buy off caravan suppliers. So once again, sticking with the sort of theme of designing and making our own parts, the whole cubicle and everything, including the doors, the cubicle, the floor and everything else, made by Rhinomax. One of the cool features about all Rhinomax campers now is they're all digitally controlled. So we run our own power systems in here, and we've got state-of-the-art electronics running within them. So every camper that we do now comes with the Rhinomax control system, which is operated by this touch screen control here. Now we've got other videos on our website which will explain this further, but just to give you a quick demo. So this touch screen here, it'll operate anything within the camper. You can monitor as well your water, your power, everything else. Now it also can connect straight through to your phone. So just to give you a bit of an idea, I'll just connect straight into it. Here we go. And I'll just, let's say for instance, this is just to demonstrate. So I want to switch, say for instance, that kitchen light off. I can just switch that off there, and you'll see it switches straight off. Now that's straight through from my phone. Now, one of the biggest differences between our system and the other systems that are available out there are, our system's all operated by a built-in Wi-Fi within the actual camper. So we can have as many electronic devices logged into that as we want. So you could have your phone logged in, your partner's phone, the kids' phones, whatever. Whereas normally it's through Bluetooth, so you don't even have one phone logged in at a time. You'd have to log in and log out, and it's not very stable. These are very, very stable. If we lose connection to that tablet, it doesn't really matter. The phone can operate. We've also got various backup systems in there, so that if anything goes wrong with that technology, we can override it straightforward onto the backup systems, and we've got a set of manual switches within there as well. So every possible scenario has been thought of, you know, for any possibilities that happens if you're off grid out in the bush. You can't lose connection with the Wi-Fi when you're off grid because it's on an intranet connection as well. So again, fantastic systems. Okay, I want to show you the internal kitchen area now. Now, like I was saying, we've crammed quite a bit into here. The full queen size bed area, the twin bunks, the seating area, the ensuite, and we've even managed to get a little internal kitchen area in here because we felt it was quite important where we could get the space. So what we've done is we've got a couple of cabinets up above here. So again, just more storage space in here. We've got a bench space here. Now we've put a sink in the bench here and a mixer tap. Now that's great. So at night time, you know, for cleaning your teeth and that, say if you're going outside, all that kind of thing. Now the great thing about that is that size of sink, you can either get a chopping board and put across the top of it, or if you've got a portable induction cooktop, it can also go across the top of that. And we've got a double 240 power socket above there. So if the weather was a bit inclement outside and you did want to do some sort of cooking in here, albeit that it would probably, you know, be just heating something up or whatever, that area could be used for that. We also have, you know, a couple of storage drawers in there as well for keeping things. So, you know, this little area, it's quite a handy little area inside the camper. Now, again, when you're dealing with a family model camper where you're wanting to have, say, for instance, your two parents and either 2 or 3 kids, it's quite difficult to kind of get that space in there. And we don't want to cram the camper so full that it becomes claustrophobic. But this works really, really well because it still allows all this spaciousness here, but you still have a little bench space and everything there, and you've still got your ensuite and your queen bed and plenty of room in the bunks, kids and everything else, the kids' bunks and all that kind of thing. So it seems to work pretty well. Now, the next thing we'll show you is we'll take you through the actual bunk setup. So the bunk setups that we've got in this particular van, we've got twin bunks here. Now they can be either twin or triple. Obviously with the triple bunks you get less space within them. These are reasonable sized, you know, so they're getting there, you know, they can be quite big, kids can get into these. There are varying options of what we do as regards, you know, the safety of the bunk. So we do options of like a safety rail around the top and the bottom here, but this particular method seems to work quite well as well. So this is like a safety net that we've had made, and it kind of encloses the whole thing off, a bit like their own separate bedroom as well. So the kids quite like that, you know. So to get in and access, we can just open this up here, and we've got like a porthole, you know, and the kids can just access straight into here. And then at the back of the bunk here, we've even got a little storage compartment there so they can put their iPads and the books and whatever else they want in there, you know. Pillows up here. Got a window at this top bunk as well, so they can see out the window, lets a bit of light in there. Open the window, can let a bit of air in, you know. And again, the bunk just zips up quite easily. So if you've got little kids, you know, you can be quite confident that there's no way they can fall out of that bunk. Bottom bunks are exactly the same, you know, just easy access to get straight into it. We've also got, now we don't have the cabinet at the end on the bottom bunk, but what we do have is we've got a couple of twin drawers here. So again, utilizing the maximum amount of space, we've got a couple of drawers there, so the kids can put their things into those drawers as well, you know. So considering the actual, this is only a 16-foot van, you know, it's very, very spacious inside, but it still has those things that you need to function. It still has enough space to put your bits and bobs in that you need as a family. Remembering that you also have a lot of external space there as well. So this van, traveling around Australia, really comfortable, really luxurious, power systems to keep you off grid for weeks and weeks on end. Do you know what? This is why it's popular. This is why they're sought after. Once again, Rhinomax campers, the hybrid tourer family van, one of the best. Come and see it in the flesh. It's very hard to explain and show you the spaciousness of the internal on a video. If you think it looks good on the video, wait till you see it in the flesh. Visit the factory, book a tour, you won't be disappointed.